Yes.
Any changes to the starting lineup?
Will Baynes have any type of restrictions once he gets on the floor?
Is it weird having to play a team so soon after just playing?
Yes, but I think it's good, because obviously if you're fortunate enough to play down the road, then you do this over and over and over. So I think the idea of playing well, winning a game, the other team comes in with a heightened sense of urgency because of how the game went. You have to match that. Yeah, I think that's really good.
Jalen played really well in that game. It seems to me he's been pressing a little bit up till then. Do you have those conversations with him?
I think our whole team has been in a lot of ways. And I think the biggest thing that we've talked about is control what you can control. He's got a heck of a challenge the other day in spending a lot of time on Blake. And so I think that sometimes when you're able to just focus on that kind of task, it makes everything else come together. As far as you're not as focused on scoring or where your shots are going to come from or where your drives are going to come from. You're just more focused on just really trying to survive against a guy that had 50 last week. And so I think that those are things that are good reminders of just go out and play as hard as well as you can, and everything else will take care of itself.
Can you talk about Blake? I know you looked at him twice. Has he made changes to his game, or
yeah, they play so different than. Well, I'd say that he has done that stuff before, but they just do it a lot more perimeter oriented. I mean, when you think about him plays off step ups with the ball. He plays off high pick and rolls with the ball. For years and years, he's setting him and playing at the elbow, and he's tremendous there. He's going into the post. He's tremendous there. Now he's doing those two things and playing with the ball up top. So you're really picking your poison. If you put a slower big guy on him, they're going to run all the stuff on the outside. Put a smaller guy on him, they'll post him more, put him at the elbow more. Really picking your poison.
Is there anything that's surprised you about Robert so far, and do you think that he's gotten to the point where he could contribute on a more regular basis, especially when Daniel's out?
Could. We've got a lot of good players, and certainly at that position, I don't see that him and Baynes will play much together, and so he could certainly play with Al some. As Al shifts to the 4, Baynes can play with Al some, but then again, that knocks somebody else out of it, or somebody's minutes out of it, and so that's just something that, as those times come, he needs to stay the course and take advantage of his opportunities. We're thrilled with the progress he's made, and we do think that as time goes on, he can really help us. He's got a great attitude about everything, and I think he recognizes too. I think he's learned a lot from Al and Baynes and Daniel, and but as that can all change. He could be playing a lot by next week. Knock on wood. That hopefully we all have all our bodies, but you never know in the NBA.
Coach, in rewinding to Blake, what did you like that you guys did against him during the last game on Saturday?
I'll talk about that after tonight. I don't really want to go into it with a guy that has played as well as he has. I'm sure that, sometimes it's just an off night for a guy.
Brad, you've probably faced Dwayne as much as any coach, maybe Tyronn knew a little bit more. What's it like to face a Casey team, and how differently is he handling the Pistons and the
He's a great coach. I think that one of the things about him is his teams always play with such great purpose and force. And you saw that in Toronto all the way through the whole 5 years I was there, or that he was there, that I was a part of the league. They've been really good. And they always played really hard, no matter the month, no matter the day, they always brought it. And you see this again with this Detroit team. And, I think really highly of it. Thank you.